All right, welcome to Logo Creator on Backbreaker, the game for retards. This quick lesson is for my buddy back in New York who doesn't have the time or the patience. I have mostly the time to figure out how to use this. He's a busy guy, I know that. I, on the other hand, have a lot of free time. So, here we go. This is your team. Here's the logo creator itself. You have the right and left bumper to scroll through the different things that you can put your logo on. The right side of the helmet, left side of the helmet, and the end zone itself. So let's go ahead and start with our logo. You use the right stick to move around the screen. Click down the right stick to zoom in and out. And then with the left stick, you move across your layers. Right now we've got just one layer. That's the football icon, a football player icon. So we're gonna mess with that. You press A to edit. When you do that, you're gonna have some options along the bottom. You can see them. Using the left and right trigger, you scroll between all the options that you're given to manipulate this layer. You can change the shape, the color. You can move it around. I'm sorry, that's not the... You use the left stick to move it around. There you go. You can stretch it. You can turn it, skew it, and flip it. And you can fade the color. Hit Y and it resets the logo. Now I'm doing all these actions with the left stick. So once I say to move, use the left stick to move. Use the left stick to stretch it. Use the left stick to turn it. To skew it. I'm using the left stick to do all those things. Now to maintain aspect ratio, so for example, stretching it. I want to stretch it, but I want it to maintain the same shape. You use the left and right bumper. Press and hold them. Now they've locked the X and Y axis. And you can shrink it or make it bigger and it'll maintain the same picture pretty much. You can also do the same thing when you skew it. You can lock the X and Y axis. So those are some things that you can do. Okay, let's change the shape. Left trigger, hit X to change the shape. You can see on the bottom right it says change shape, hit X. So let's say I'm going to go to the diamond. Press A to select. I don't want that shape, hit X. I can go to dice. Hit A to select. Change the shape again, hit X. And you got a whole bunch of shapes. You got animals, you want to choose an animal. Hit A to select. And there's your spider. Now, hit A to apply. Now let's say I want to put a spider web with the spider. Okay, so now I'm going to do that in the second layer. Hit A to edit. I'm going to go to the spider web. A to select. Now I'm going to make the spider web white. Or let's make it a color that we can see. Let's make it black. Now you can see the spider web is on top of the spider, but you want the spider on top of the spider web. So what you do is go ahead and hit apply. Go to the spider. Let me edit this to a color that you can actually... All right. So all you have to do is you need to put the second layer first and the first layer second, because then the first layer will always be on the bottom and the later layers will always be on top. And you'll see what I mean. Okay, I'm going to cut out the spider. Using the D-pad, you see you can copy, cut, insert, and paste. So I'm going to cut left on the D-pad, go over to the second layer, down on the D-pad hits paste. And now the spider is on top of the web. I can make it smaller by going to stretch, hit the right trigger, stretch, lock left and right bumper. Using the left stick, I can make it bigger or smaller. Left trigger to move, left stick. Left trigger goes with the option to move, and then the left stick is how I'm moving the spider around. Okay, hit A to apply. So there's your first layer, second layer. And that's it, I guess, for the first lesson.